Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Sparks Toyota, and I'm checking out a 2018 Toyota Yaris in the LE trim level. Now this one is the four-door version with the hatchback, so let's go ahead and check it out. This Yaris is sitting on 175/65 Goodyear tires, wrapped around 15-inch alloy wheels with a silver finish. It also has disc brakes in the front and drum brakes in the back. The name of this color is Black Sand Pearl, which is a pretty neat name. So looking here at the front, it has a matte black grille and the chrome emblem kind of popping out with a recessed black background. Has a little bit of chrome around the headlights there, and a black bezel on the headlights as well. Now the headlights are powered by halogen bulbs in a reflector housing. So looking at the profile of the vehicle, everything is body colored. The handles, the side mirrors, just about everything. Now the pinstripe and the tinted windows have been added by the dealer. So that's something that will not be on all Yaris vehicles. Now you notice it does have a physical keyhole on the passenger side as well as the driver's side. And it also has the black all the way around the windows. So once you tint the windows, it kind of, solidifies the black look in this particular case. This is what the key looks like. It's just pretty much a standard key. It does have the lock and unlock buttons and a panic button, but it's pretty traditional. Let's go ahead and push that panic button, just see what happens. So it basically beeps the horn, flashes the lights. Let's take a look on the inside of the passenger side door. Now the inside, you can see, is all black except for this gray portion above the armrest. Now the armrest and this portion right here is a soft to the touch surface. The armrest itself is like a cloth, and this is like a kind of like a vinyl type material. The rest is the hard plastics. Has a little pocket there, and down here as well. Has little bolsters for a bottle or a cup there. Here's the threshold. Manually adjusted seats with cloth surfaces. A little bit of stitching there, contrast stitching with a French design. Has a little bit of texture here in the front and then smooth in the back, which is a different color in gray. And I find the seats fairly comfortable. I mean, for the size vehicle, it does feel roomy to me, and I'm about 6 feet tall. Pretty good size person. Okay, so you have soft to the touch surface here. The dash up here is a hard touch, hard plastic. And then I like these little quick access places right here. Kind of slanted back forward so that way things don't easily fall out. Take a look at the glove compartment. Smooth plastic on the inside there. And check out the legroom. I mean, for a small vehicle like this, I was really impressed. You can see there's some slight tapering down here, but other than that, it's really wide. The inside of the back door is all hard touch surfaces. There's no soft touch. Everything is, even the armrest here is the hard plastics. A little bit of a dished out pocket there. I guess you can scoop stuff out of it, which is neat. Then you have the bench seat back here. And the back folds down in a 60-40 split, so you can add to your cargo space, which we'll check that out in a minute. There's a pocket on the passenger seat only. Now the seat's all the way back just to kind of give you an idea of the legroom. Now check it out. A flat floor, so there's no hump in the center. Little pocket there that you can access from the front or the back. Does have the latch seating attachments here for car seats. So looking at the back of the vehicle, it has a little tiny antenna right up in here. Third brake light is right on top, and it appears to be powered by LEDs. Then it has a rear wiper, standard bulbs for the rest of the tail lights. Backup camera is significantly offset on the side of all the way to the side of the license plate. And check it out, little tailpipe back here. Not sticking out very much. Okay, so let's look in the cargo area. This little button under here, just release it. Okay, so this one has the shade. This is a removable shade. It's very light and easy to move. You just unhook it and you can take it out. So if you have all the seats occupied with passengers, this is your cargo space. Now, of course, you can add to your cargo space by folding down one seat or the other. See the split right here? You can fold down that seat, add to your cargo space, or that one, while still maintaining passenger space. Or you can fold down both of them, have a really, really big cargo space back here. Little light on that side. And under here, so actually you can utilize some of the space around the spare tire. So you have the spare tire and tools back here, and so I guess there's a little bit of just extra space around it. And it does have a spare tire. Some vehicles nowadays that does not have a spare tire, or at least they're not standard anyway. Fuel door is locking, and it's here on the driver's side, and it has a standard cap with a tether, and you hang the tether right here like so. It has a little spot for you to hang it away from the vehicle while you're pumping gas. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it up. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. Now you see the floor mat hooks in place so that way it doesn't slide around on you in two places. There's your accelerator and brake pedal, and then a footrest here on the left side. Okay, so let's take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a little latch a little bit to the right of center. You just kind of reach in, move it up and to the left, and lift the hood up. Not very heavy hood. Now it does require a prop to hold the hood up, and the prop is right here over the battery, and it goes right to that arrow. Under the hood is some insulation and seals across the back, kind of keeping the airflow going in the right direction, also with the noise down. Insulated firewall as well. And there's your battery that's easy to get to. It's actually under the hood. Some vehicles have them in the trunk now. Okay, so you can actually see some engine. There's a little bit of a plastic cover, but check it out. You can actually see some metal. I like to see metal when I lift the hood. Okay, so it's a 4-cylinder engine, 1.5 liter 4-cylinder with the intake here in the front. You can see the plastic intake, and then you have the exhaust in the back, kind of helping out with the keeping the airflow out of the engine bay as you're driving. It kind of flows underneath the car and out of the way. Now it's paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission, so a lot of small vehicles like this have a CVT, so this one doesn't. So if you're not really partial to a CVT, this one has the 4-speed, and that should please you. I usually don't go into the windshield wipers too much, but in this case it's pretty interesting. It has a large single windshield wiper. Thought it was kind of neat. The inside of the driver's side door is just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. You have your power window buttons, but there's only one automatic. So we have one touch down. Going up, you do have to hold it to go up. So it's automatic down only. Door lock controls here. Manually adjusted seat for the driver, but it also has a height adjuster, which is different from the passenger side. To the left of the steering column, you have a few buttons. Right here is the side mirror adjustments. Just pick a side and you adjust it with a little pad. The dimmer switch for your interior gauges is here. So down here is part of the safety sense, Toyota safety sense. You have the lane departure alert, which you can turn on or off here. Automatic high beams, and also a pre-collision warning system. And this is all controlled, or the sensors for these are right behind the rear view mirror, right in here. It's actually a camera and a couple different sensors. It also has a tilt steering column, and you lock it in place right here. Okay, so let's check it out from the inside. Sitting in the driver's seat, and simple design, easy to use. That's what I like. This is the kind of vehicle I like. And actually, I thought about buying one of these last year because I'm just the two-door version anyway. I like two-door cars, but anyways, let's take a look at the leg room. We have a I got the seat all the way back, and there's my knee room. I'm 6 feet tall. There's the footrest, and I would probably have to drive with the seat all the way back. And yeah, that's probably where I would drive. But I mean, I like to, you know, come out, put my knee up like so, and kind of get comfortable. And there's plenty of room to do that. So I can put my leg up, I can extend it out, I can really kind of get comfortable. There's no big console to get in the way, so I can really kind of sprawl out and, you know, move around. Especially on long trips, you just kind of get uncomfortable sitting in the same spot. So this kind of gives you that ability to move around, so I like that. Steering wheel is a synthetic, that durable synthetic material that's soft to the touch. It has a simulated leather texturing there. A little bit of gloss black around it. Has a little tapering right here just to kind of give you a good grip. Cruise control is right back in here hidden. You turn it on by pushing that button. You can pull it down to set it, lift it up to resume it, or pull it in to cancel. Now this has a Bluetooth connection to where you can pair your phone and answer your calls and hang up. And you have a voice recognition system as well for sending calls. Here on the left side is your volume for your radio. Change through the presets on your radio, your favorites or audio tracks, depending on what you have going on. Then you have a mode, which is, you know, different audio sources. Windshield wiper controls are here on the right, and your turn signals here on the left. Now the turn signal stock also has the headlight controls. Now it has a daytime running light off, daytime running light on, parking, and then your headlights. So here's your gauges, and it has the RPMs on the far left, nice big dial in the middle for your speedometer, and on the far right you have a big gauge for your fuel, which is nice, really easy and simple. It also has this little information screen with your clock, outside temperature, and how many miles the vehicle has. It has 4 miles on it, and what gear you're in. Now you have an odometer trip right here, so we can hit that and we can go to trip A, trip B, and then you hold it down to reset it. Also goes into your average miles per gallon as you're driving, and then you have an average miles per gallon, you know, for the last 15 miles or so. So this one, of course, is not accurate yet. It's not showing very good miles per gallon because it hasn't been driven very far, only here in the parking lot. And then it gives you a range, and then it goes to your average. Then it goes back to your odometer there. So there's a little bit extra information there when you need it. Another thing I want to mention, this pocket right here goes in there quite a ways. I mean, you can put your cell phone in there, but it's a really good spot to put some stuff as you're getting in the vehicle. You put your cell phone or whatever you're going to put in there. And then when you get out, it's right there, and you won't forget it as easily because it's right there, easy to see and easy to get to. The only thing I would be concerned about is if you had the window down driving, that whatever you put there, if you're going around a curve or something, might fall out the window or something. Maybe not. I mean, it's tapered down pretty good. It has like an angle like so, but I don't know. I think about stuff like that. Okay, so here's your radio. You have your four-way flashers here, CD player, volume, tune through the stations, and you have different audio sources here: AM, FM, CD, USB, auxiliary input, and Bluetooth and auxiliary input. So lots of different ways of playing music through the sound system. Go to the car button, and then you have basically like a trip computer here. You go into setup, and this is all your settings for the different things. You know, you can set up different phones and all that good stuff. You make selections by pushing the screen like so. Climate control, pretty simple. So you have your fan speed, your temperature, where you want the air to blow, and then the center buttons are recirculate the air, your rear defroster, and your air conditioning. USB and auxiliary inputs are right here. You also have a 12-volt power supply. Storage pocket with some cup holders. Here's your shifter for your 4-speed transmission. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can see the backup camera. Has the fixed guidelines, and you can see from the bumper to the sky and all around. But you notice this little bit when the camera's offset, then it's not in the very center position. It's a little bit, there's more, you see more on one side than the other, so you have to take that into consideration while you're backing up. There's neutral, there's drive, and then you can go into third gear, second gear, and then a low range in case you need to downshift if you're going down hills or something. Traction control, you can turn it off right here. Default will always be on. This is mostly like if you need to spin tires, if you're stuck, you can turn that off. And then you have a hand brake, parking brake, little storage space there, and of course that cup holder we saw before. Now it does have a felt lining in the bottom. Rear view mirror has a manual day and night mode. You have some tap lights here, so you can have a quick reading light on either side. You can turn on all the interior lights by pushing it that way, put it all the way this way for off, or you can have them turn on with the door in the center position. The visor also has mirrors. Same thing on that side. Okay, so let's take a look in at the back for the visibility. So you can see the seats the headrests kind of get in the way in the back. So if you don't have any rear passengers, of course you can fold the seats down and kind of help out with that. And then you have the pillars back there kind of get in the way, but you have a lot of glass too. So overall, looking over your shoulder, looking in the rearview mirror, seems like you got pretty good visibility. I mean, you do have the backup camera to help you out with, you know, immediately behind your vehicle while you're backing up. But as far as changing lanes, I don't really see a big problem with this. For me, anyway. It's like all vehicles, you have to get used to the blind spots. Okay, there you have it, 2018 Toyota Yaris. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Sparks Toyota here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for allowing me to show off another awesome vehicle, and I'll see you guys next time.